What's going on, guys? Your boy here, the TCP Live. Yes, I'm recording this as Barack Obama is officially re-elected, so, usually I don't talk about politics and whatnot, but, congratulations Barack Obama, and, hope for the next 4 years, America will be in better shape than it is right now. By the way, this ain't about politics, it's about freaking NFL, alright? And so if I sound kind of a little weird, I'm not feeling well, guys. I've been sick for a little while, so please bear with me. Alright. So now this is week 10. The NFL 2012 season. Alright, so we got the Thursday night game. Indianapolis Colts taking on Jacksonville Jaguars. Andrew, there's something about this Colts team. I mean, I gotta admit, I was one of those guys that sat there going, well, maybe the Colts can be good down the road. I mean, yes, they still got Reggie Wayne, defense is shabby, but I don't know. But, they've impressed me. They've impressed a lot of people. Impressed a lot of teams, in particular in the NFL. And the Jacksonville Jaguars, let's face it, they're Jacksonville Jaguars. And ironically enough, the only win the Jaguars have this season are against the Colts. That was in Indy. But this one's in Jacksonville. I don't see, Jacksonville winning it twice in 1 year, but against the Colts. So I'm gonna go with the Colts. Next, you got the New York Giants going to Cincinnati, taking on the Bengals. I don't know what happened with the Giants in that fourth quarter against the Steelers. They were just shut down. Like Eli was having a bad day. He was not having a good day. The Bengals, they kind of got a little closer than I thought it'd be against the Broncos. Peyton Manning, Eli Manning's older brother Peyton. But I still think the Giants are going to win this one. To me, they're just a better team than the Bengals right now. So I'm going to go with the Giants. Next, you got the Tennessee Titans taking on the Dolphins. Titans, their defense, good lord. Jay Cutler looks like frickin' Brett Favre out there. Like, he just frickin' went off. That gives us Titans D. And, this Dolphins team, it's not, it's okay, it's decent. It's one of the better Dolphin teams of recent years. So, I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. Next, you got the Lions, the Vikings. If you asked me this several weeks ago, I would say the Vikings, but the Vikings, I don't know what's going on with them. They remind me kind of like the Arizona Cardinals. They were on a hot streak, everything was going right for them, and next thing you know, they start losing games, and Christian Ponder is really struggling for the Vikings. It just seems like it's back to normal with, Adrian Peterson being the only offensive weapon on this team. And, so I'm going to go with the Lions. I mean, the Lions are starting to shape it up. At first it was like, what the hell's going on with these Lions? Now Stafford's playing better. Megatron, a.k.a. Calvin Johnson, doing his 100-yard games that, we were used to seeing last year, so Lions win. I'm going to go with the Bills, and then next is the Bills and the Patriots. Bills demolished the Bills last time they faced. That's how, that last time these two teams faced, was when everyone started noticing, the Patriots have a running game, with Woodhead and Bolden and Ridley and whatnot. So, again, this probably won't even be close, so I'm going to go with the Patriots. Next, you got the Falcons and Saints. Falcons, you almost lost to the Cowboys. I knew that game was going to be close. Saints just came off a win against the Eagles on Monday Night Football. But in this scenario, I'm going to go with the Falcons. It's probably going to be close here again. But, the Falcons, they just keep finding a way to win. So, I'm going to go with the Falcons. These are the Chargers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Buccaneers are a red-hot team. I think they're the hottest team in the NFL right now, meaning that, a couple weeks ago, it was like, oh, this team's just going to be like dead last, you know what I mean? Now, all of a sudden, they actually hopes of a possible, playoff run. So, everything's just hitting well for them. The defense is doing alright. Josh Freeman's looking like the Josh Freeman we saw a couple years ago, not the one we saw last year. Oh, good lord, man. Doug Martin, he just killed the Raiders last week. I'm sorry if you're a Raiders fan, but he did. So, honestly, I'm going to go with the Buccaneers. Next, you got the Broncos taking on the Panthers. Panthers, wow, they surprised me with that win last week. Then, granted, it was against a horrible Redskins D. Broncos had a better D than the Redskins. Peyton Manning, it's Peyton Manning. What can you say? So, I'm going to go with the Broncos. Next, you got the Raiders taking on the Ravens. I believe the Raiders are going to be without Darren McFadden. He's, I think questionable, but I don't know if he's going to play. Granted, this is recorded Tuesday. I'm going to go with Ravens on this one. And next you got,
New York Jets taking on the Seahawks. Jets coming off a bye week. Seahawks, they're undefeated at home, and I think it'll continue because I don't see where you can go with this Jets team. I mean, I'm gonna go with the Seahawks. At least you get this is a pretty big game, you know, especially NFC East wise. Obviously, the Dallas Cowboys going to Philly, taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And I know all you Eagles fans, you want Michael Vick gone, you want Andy Reid gone. Honestly, your biggest problem, and I think it's kind of self-explanatory, it's your offensive line, because Michael Vick just can't throw the ball or even step back for 2 steps before getting hit or feel like he's about to get hit. Because it just, the game, he can't do it by himself. I mean, granted, yeah, this ain't the same Michael Vick as, you know, his good old days in Atlanta. But, still, I don't know if even that Vick could deal with this offensive line. Yeesh. And the Cowboys, I don't know what you're doing in that last play against the Falcons, I really don't. But, it's probably going to be close, but I'm going to go with the Cowboys. Next, you got the Rams taking on the 49ers. 49ers coming off a bye week. The Rams, I think they're also coming off a bad week too. But I'm going to go with the 49ers. They're just a better team, especially on defense. You know, Sam Bradford could be in for a long day. And then you got the Sunday night game. This is going to be the game of the week. Not just because of the record, but just because of the defense. Houston Texans going to Chicago, taking on the Bears. And, you know, obviously, you know, it should be interesting. You know, Texans, you got J.J. Watt. You know, you look at the Bears, you got Charles Tillman. Of course, you got Lance Briggs. You got an older, you know, but still a good Brian Urlacher. So, honestly, this should obviously probably most likely be a low-scoring game. Should be entertaining. I can't wait to watch this game. But I'm going to go the edge to the Bears just because it is in Chicago. You know, I know the Texans are undefeated on the road this year. But, you know, this Bears defense, this is one of the better defenses I've ever seen, really. So, I'm going to go with the Bears. And that's in the Texans don't have have a bad defense. They have a great defense, too. I just, you know, it's going to be close, though. You know, it should be good. And then you got the Monday night game. Kansas City going to Pittsburgh, taking on the Steelers. What else can I say? I mean, Chiefs. I thought the Chiefs were going to do something this year, and they're just horrible. They can't stop turning the ball over. Steelers got a nice little victory against New York. Surprised me there. So I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh, and that's it, guys. That's my week. What week is it? Week 10. Yeah, week 10. Sorry. 2012 season prediction picks. Comment down below. Video sponsors if you want. I'm out. Peace.